What's up, everyone? So I want to do a collection video for 2022 because I've gotten a few things, actually quite a lot of things since the last collection video, which I don't quite remember what exact date I posted that on, but it's been a while and the shelves have gotten much more full and my wallet has gotten a lot more empty. So yeah, and if you've watched my old collection videos, which if you haven't, I'm going to try to link at least the 2021 video in the description below. It's one of my most viewed videos, understandably, because a lot of people just like to click and watch the collection, which I'm very happy about because, you know, I do the same thing with other people's channels. So yeah, without ado, let's get started. I'm going to go to the other end of my room to start, because this is where I keep the UCS Star Destroyer, just kind of on this dresser here. I'm kind of hoping to change this part because I'm not keeping this dresser this summer because I need a place to put my TV once I move back in from my dorm. But for now, got the Star Destroyer up here. You can see the UCS Millennium Falcon box back there, and I have a poster behind it actually, which is quite cool. But there's also the Duel on Cloud City set here. But yeah, this thing looks great right here. We'll try to find a better place for it to stay permanently. I'm gonna kick my pants out of the way that I had on the floor because that would be weird to see those. But yeah, we have the UCS AT over here, and I'm really happy with this display, what I have going on. I have a couple of the Snowtrooper battle packs, as you can see, and some of the Hoth Rebel Trooper packs, fighting them. But yeah, the AT-AT might just be my favorite set I own, and it's competing with this down here, which I have this blanket over the UCS Falcon here because it's right below my window. That gets quite a bit of sun. So since I'm not in the, you know, my bedroom at home as much anymore, since I'm in college right now, I keep that over it to prevent the gray bricks here from yellowing, which I think I've done a decent job at least, yeah, comparing it to the AT-AT. So yeah, this is kind of the newest thing I've added, and personally I think it looks fantastic. Maybe a little cramped with the two on there, but you know, until I either get rich or get a new area to put my Lego collection, this will have to do for now. And I think I've made pretty good use of the space. And yeah, it's just completely taken up my room, but that's okay at this point because it's my hobby. So got the ATST under there as well. Have a snow speeder, and it actually has the rope around the legs. So yeah, and then of course the beautiful Falcon. I think that's my favorite set still. AT-AT's close second. So we'll go right back over. Those are the only two areas I have sets other than these shelves here. So I think I'll start just kind of showing. I can't talk about every set obviously because then this video would be like 2 hours long. We'll kind of start up here with a bunch of TIE fighters hanging out. Have the TIE Advanced prototype with the wings folded down because gravity is fighting against it. Have the Inferno Squad up in there hiding. Vader's TIE. Got some Stormtroopers up here. And I'm going to talk about why I have all these at the end of the video, so if you want to see that. Although looking at them, if you know a lot about Lego Star Wars, you have an idea. Have an ATST, AT-AT, Vader's Castle. Have the Vader's helmet, Boba's helmet, some of the bounty hunters up there. Beautiful Slave One, kind of the centerpiece of these shelves. That's definitely in my top 3 favorite sets. Have Kylo Ren's shuttle, First Order Star Destroyer. The Knights of Ren looking awesome because they're awesome minifigures. And then kind of over here we have Grogu, the UCS R2d2. And my most recent set I've bought is Luke's helmet here, which honestly looks really, really good in person, I think. Oh, and I knocked the plaque off. Have some Christmas figures over there. And here's kind of the Rebel corner. Have the Tantive up top, some of the training huts, B-Wing, all the Rebel fighters. I used to have the Snowspeeder in there, but I moved it over to the AT-AT. And then we have some Resistance stuff. This is kind of just episode 9 in general type of stuff up here. Got my Sith Army. Poe's X-Wing, that is an awesome set. Really love that set. Bulio, can't go wrong with him. Won't focus, but yeah, he's there. So yeah, that's kind of the top shelves. Then we can kind of move. I'll go layer by layer, just kind of across, back and forth, if that makes sense. Just so you can kind of keep oriented with where we are. Here's my first order shelf. That looks pretty cool. I think I have a lot of first order stormtroopers. Here's a Resistance shelf. Unfortunately, don't have Finch Dallo, if you know that minifigure. He's worth a lot of money, a small fortune. Here's Solo Star Wars Story sets. Really big fan of the figures and sets in this wave. Really like the Imperials we got down there. That's one of my favorite minifigures, the Lando from Solo. Then we have Maul, of course. Some great minifigures in there. Next we have Rogue One. I don't have all the sets from Rogue One in here, obviously, because they're kind of spread out amongst the rest of the collection, but I have the kind of 2 main ones. We have Krennic and his Death Troopers there, and then just kind of a mix of the Rebels and some Shore Troopers back there. And we'll keep going this way, actually. So I do have the Cantina. I'm trying to block my shadow, but that's the only light in my room is kind of coming from behind me, so sorry about the shadow there. But yeah, that's kind of jammed in there. I don't really have a great spot in between the shelf, so I kind of put it in there. And I don't know if you can see into it. Probably not, but I have a couple figures in there. Down below, just have a little Tatooine kind of setup with other parts that come from the Cantina set. And then Tusken Raider camp, some mix and match Commandos. And then down here I have just the light cruiser and then the new Dark Trooper attack, because I thought those two would go well together. And then at the bottom, just random Marvel stuff. I'm hoping to get a few more Marvel sets, but I don't need too many. I don't want to collect anything else other than Star Wars, because it takes up too much space. Here's an episode 2 shelf. Got Dooku and Django over there. Coleman Trevor hiding. Some droid vehicles, ATTE, of course. Here's another episode 2 shelf with the gunship, and then a ton of clones and Jedi running around. They look really cool in there. Here's probably everyone's favorite shelf, the episode 3 clones shelf. Just have a bunch of clone vehicles kind of set up in here. Take a look at all the clone troopers I have set up. Very happy with the amount of clones I have in here of the kind of old style. Here's just the Bad Batch shelf. I wish we had more sets from it. I'm sure we'll get more, but I kind of wanted to dedicate my own shelf to the show since it was airing pretty recently and I was a fan of it. So here we have Clone Wars and Turbo Tank stuff in here. A bunch more clones from the Clone Wars show. Got a Y-Wing up there. Over here below we have some of the newer 2021 summer sets with the, what is it called? Siege of Mandalore stuff. Gar Saxon, one of my favorite minifigures right there. Got Bo-Katan, Ahsoka. And then up above just have the Z95 Headhunter and then those Senate guards, which I thought looked pretty cool there. Here's another really cool shelf. So up top we got some AATs and then some of the new clone packs. I think I have 3 of them right now. And then below we have the 501st clones here. Such cool minifigures. I'm hoping to get a few more just to kind of bolster that collection. I have a bunch of these guys. I bought a bunch of them on Bricklink because it's cheaper to get instead of just buying that whole AAT, because it's kind of expensive if I bought 9 of them. But yeah, I got them for like $10 a piece on Bricklink, which is a really good deal. Got Grievous' ship back there as well. On this shelf, we have some just random episode 3 kind of scene sets, and then pre-Vizsla Starfighter. Got some Super Commandos, some Mandalorians, Maul, of course. That's a pretty cool shelf as well. Here's kind of my Mandalorian Season 2 shelf. See all that going on. Got Moff Gideon there. Next shelf. This is kind of falling over. I did not install these very well, but it was a little Hoth display that I'm going to have to set back up after this. I actually did try to fix this shelf and this shelf before I made this video, and they just fell like right as I was doing it. So I figured there's not too much interesting stuff on it, so I just kind of let it stay falling over like this. So hopefully it doesn't bother you too much, because I will fix it. Just probably not now. We got more Tatooine stuff. I really do like this. You got the dewback in there, that's brick built. And then another kind of packed shelf here. We have some sequel stuff. We got the Rathtar set there. The Throne Room Duel, really like that set. And then that red TIE fighter there is super dope. Really like that set as well. And then some more random sets up here. Here's the other shelf that had fallen. It had the Resistance transport on top, and then kind of my Resistance army, and they all took a tumble. Down here have all the crate stuff, and then Poe's X-Wing from 2015 is in there as well, and it's kind of being crushed by the broken shelf, so sorry about that again. Here's Captain Rex's ATTE, and just, I think this is most of my Rebels stuff. I have most of my Rebels minifigures in here. Got Kanan. I'm really upset that I missed out on most of the Rebels stuff, because the Ghost, if you know, is one of the most expensive sets to get now. Here's just some Rebels, random Rebels. Got a 2017 Y-Wing that I just recolored in red, because I think I got it for like, I got the set for like $10 at Walmart. And I already have the yellow version, so I was like, oh, I'll make a red version. So yeah, that's custom. And then some Imperial stuff down in here. I got the hover tank. The ATDP from Rebels is pretty cool. Just some random Imperial minifigures. I really like the Shock Trooper here. That's one of my favorite minifigures as well. Then moving over again, we have kind of a Mandalorian Season 1 shelf. We got Mando himself, surrounded by the battle pack, and then just some of the characters that came in the 2 Season 1 sets we had, with the ATSC Raider, and then of course the Razor Crest. Super cool set. I really hope they make a UCS Razor Crest someday. I would buy that instantly. And the Carbonite people are pretty cool. And then moving over, we have kind of Jedi Starfighters, ARC 170, and then just miscellaneous Jedi. And then I have all my older version styles of clones. Then moving over again, we have a Republic Fighter tank, the 2010 version, I want to say. I don't remember when that came out, actually. 2008, maybe? Then that cannon there with some Wolfpack troopers. Also really like those figures. Hate that guy right there. Got a droid army in the next shelf over. All my battle droids, Grievous leading them. Got Maul and Savage over there. And then Ventress. Just kind of separatist stuff over there. And then just a small Kashyyyk shelf with the 2019 stuff that came out, yeah, fairly recently. Mace Windu's just chilling there for some reason. And Yoda knocked over all the battle droids, and I forgot to pick them up. So going down here, I just have shoe boxes. They don't matter. This is my sealed stuff. I might go through it quick at the end, but yeah, this bottom shelf is also kind of miscellaneous. We have the pirate tank, Umbaran set, just some assassin droids down here. Hondo, got that random droid. There's Cad Bane. I should probably pick him up because he's fallen over. Then some episode 1 sets in here. Got Anakin's Pod Racer, The flash speeder is also a pretty cool set. Then moving over, we have Death Star, Final Duel, the newer one. This is also a pretty cool set. Then we kind of have a Endor kind of like shelf. Just kind of tried to give it an Endor vibe. Have the Scout Trooper helmet and then the new TIE fighters behind it, because I didn't have anywhere else to put it. As you can see, the lower shelves are a lot less thought out because they're not as seen as much as like the middle ones. And then here we have Boba Fett's palace. Just brought this over from my dorm room, and I want to put it in a better spot, but it's gonna have to sit here for now. With Quarren, really like this figure. And then, yeah, empty shelf here. I just have the Luke's lightsaber promo and then Yoda's as well, which I'm probably thinking about selling someday because, I mean, I like the sets, but they're going for a lot of money right now, and to pay for next semester's tuition, I might sell those, but we'll see. I've been tempted to just open them up and build them, so yeah. That is a not so quick overview of my collection. I wanted to go a little more into detail than I did, but I feel like to make it worthwhile, I'd actually have to like write stuff down and kind of make a script to encapsulate everything I want to say, but that wasn't very feasible with the time I have, since I'm only home for like a day and then I'm going back to school. So yeah. I mentioned I was going to tell you why I had these minifigures lined up here. These are just kind of my more valuable figures that I'm hoping to sometime put into a like case, and I haven't bought it yet, but I'm like considering doing it pretty soon. I'd also put probably the Boba Fett from Slave 1 in there, because he's got the arm printing that makes him pretty valuable. But I think these are mostly my valuable minifigures. There's none that are like exceptionally valuable. I mean, Rex and Pre Vizsla are worth a fair amount of money, but I don't know. My Pre Vizsla is kind of, his helmet's got some marks on it, so he probably wouldn't be worth too much. But yeah, these two, of course, were just in the Kenobi trailer, so they skyrocketed in price, which was kind of weird to see because they weren't particularly valuable before, but now they're cool to have, so I put them up here with them. Yeah, what else did I want to show? So I'll back up and kind of give you an overview. If I had to pick my favorite shelf, I gotta say, I think I like the clone one here. I feel like I set that up pretty nice. So sometimes people ask me what my favorite one is. I want to say that one. I also do like the Bad Batch one because it's so like clean and just looks nice, as opposed to like the messy shelves, which I'm hoping to redo sometime this summer because some of these shelves are just unbelievably packed with stuff. To close it off, I'll show some of my sealed sets. I don't have like too much sealed. I don't keep a lot sealed, but I do keep some things. So I bought 3 of these, and I didn't really want to just like pack the table with them, so I kept one of those sealed. I have a few battle packs. I somehow found one of these for like 20 bucks sealed at like a thrift store one time, so I had to get that. I have one of those first order ones, and then a couple more battle packs. I'm hoping to get more battle packs just to kind of keep sealed collection just for fun. And then I have this I recently got with the Luke's helmet. I have an ATSC Raider because I found one for like $20 at Walmart right when people thought Cara Dune was going to be really valuable, which ended up not being a thing. But yeah, I have one of those sealed. And then I have these 2 promos sealed, the Tatooine one and the Death Star one. I built the Hoth one, but I'm not honestly a fan of these, so I just didn't build them. And then I think that's all the Star Wars. This is kind of cool, the sailboat. I'm definitely planning on building this and the Jane Goodall one because I like the monkeys. I want to build these two sometime. I just don't have the space right now. So yeah, that's my collection in 2022, March 2022. Definitely hoping to get more stuff and hopefully clean out and, you know, make my shelves look better. But this is kind of where we're at. I definitely am a big fan of this area over here. Really, really like how this all turned out. And then, of course, the Star Destroyer over here looks nice as well. But yeah, this is it. This is 2022, what I got. You know, let me know what you think of it. Let me know if you think I have too much stuff and I should get rid of all of it, because my parents would agree with you. But yeah, comment your favorite set as well if you want. But yeah, and if you have any questions about how I got any of the sets, or, you know, how I do anything in a video, let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate you watching. And yeah, stay tuned for the next video. Bye.